Eyeshadow application starts with priming the eyes. So here I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal, the same one that I used on the brows. This shade is called Fun. I just applied it on the eyelid and I'm using this flat brush to pat it down. Patting it down will give you more coverage instead of dragging it around. So after patting it down, I'm going to let it sit for a minute, and then I'm also going to use this brow gel to gel down the brows. This helps them to stop moving around and it gives them a very beautiful final look. This is the palette I'll be using. So I'm going to go in with another flat brush and touch this very natural color, which is like the setting powder color. So I'm going to use it to just set down the brow bone alone. As you can see, it's just the brow bone I'm touching. I left the lid alone. So now I'm going to go in with my transition shade. A transition shade is the first shade that you apply using this very fluffy blending brush to help other shades sit well. And I'm going to just make sure to get a good amount and apply it onto the crease. Now I'm sorry because it's quite blurry. I didn't notice this, but you can see exactly where I'm applying it, and I'm barely holding my brush and I'm barely touching the eye. So just make sure you get a good amount on there, and then I change my brush to a shorter, denser blending brush. With that brown eyeshadow, I'm going to use it to contour the eye. Contouring the eye gives the eye a very nice shape, and this is applying a matte eyeshadow. Matte eyeshadows are shadows that don't have shine, so you use this on the outer part of the eye, and then you use shiny eyeshadows on the inner part of the eye, which is the eyelid and the inner eye corner. As you can see, I'm applying and blending, applying and blending. Everything with eyeshadows has to do with blending, and please try not to poke your clients in the eye. Next, I'm going to take that same fluffy blending brush and some of the transition shade and blend out the brown and the transition together. As you can see, it's giving it a very beautiful blend. Next thing is to take a synthetic flat brush. Now this brush will be able to pack the shiny shades better. So I'm going to apply the highlight shade now, and you're going to see exactly where I'll apply it as well. Now you can see that just one swipe has allowed it to stick very well because I did not set the base down. I just allowed it to stay a little bit so it can catch on the eyeshadow. And as you can see, I'm applying it on the 2/3 part of the eyes, so the inner eye corner and the normal eyelid, and I'm making sure to surpass where the eye naturally folds so that when she opens her eyes you can still see eyeshadow. This trick will be very useful for those with hooded eyes. You can see that now when she opens her eyes you can still see eyeshadow. Always hold the tissue handy just in case you want to apply another shimmery shade. You can clean your synthetic brush and go in with your next shade. I'm not going to use another shade. I'm just showing you guys how you can be sanitary while working. So the next thing is taking the same transition shade, which is the first light brown shade, and giving it a very nice final blend. As you can see, I'm just blending the shimmers and the mattes, and it's lovely now. So now for the under eye, I just go in with the concealer as well, just to give the eye a base. You never go in with eyeshadow without a base. After applying the base, as you can see, I didn't set it. I just went in with my dark brown shade and patted it down. If you pat it down, you get more coverage. After patting it down, you now blend. So as you can see, it's giving it a very natural, subtle look that you can wear on an everyday basis. Blending is key, you guys. Blending, you have to blend so it is so seamless. People will know where which color started and where it ended. Now for the inner eyes, I'm going to use a gel liner, which is this one from Hega and Esther, and I'll be using this classic mascara as well. So first, you tell your client to look up so they won't feel like it's going to poke their eyes, and then you start to apply on the waterline, not on the lash line, on the waterline. When she opens her eyes now, you can see how it looks, and then you take your liquid liner. This one is just like a pen. It's the best for beginners. Very, very good to use, and it's very precise. As you can see, the mouth is very thin. You make sure to pull the eye so you can see where you're applying it. Apply it very close to your lash line. And I'm going to do a very tiny wing because this is not a dramatic look. We are trying to look natural and do an everyday look that anybody can wear and anybody can create. So I'm just going to make sure to connect the wing with the normal eyeliner as well, and make sure that it's as close to the lash line as possible. Now you can see how it looks. Now applying of mascara, I make sure to comb from the top of the lashes, first of all to remove fallout of eyeshadow, second of all to get the length of the lashes as well. So when you do this, you get good length, good application, and remove fallout. Then you now take the brush and start combing from down, wiggle and comb, wiggle and comb. So let her open her eyes. You can see it has defined her lashes now. So now you can go on and apply lashes and go on about your day. Do not let your client look up when your mascara is still wet. Let the mascara dry a little bit before they look up, and do not keep applying mascara to the lower lash line. You can see how pretty it looks. So we're going to do the other eye now.